All right, Black Hive. So what we have on tap is Thursday, March 12th, 2020. Today is getting into a little bit of a skill and a strength together. So our coaches should be looking out for you, identifying what your skill level is. If you have the skill in place for 2 power snatch and 2 hang power snatch, which is a pretty difficult complex, then they should be kind of looking at what weights you're working with and really identifying your strength for that particular type of lift. So this could be one of 2 thoughts, right? So you got the guy who's been in weightlifting programs, he's pretty good. So coach wants to really look at form, but also kind of start driving towards lifting heavier weights. You got the new CrossFitter, maybe 6 or 8 weeks in. Now we really want to back down that weight, really focus on form only. Don't drive home on the weight. So it's whatever you need to get out of this particular portion, but we're doing every 2 minutes on the minute. Again, in a coach's mind, we should be thinking in terms of a light load because we got 5 sets and we're building every 2 minutes. So this is about 10 minutes of work. So take your time on this particular type of complex. We want to look at somewhere between 40 and 50% of our 1 rep max. That should be pretty doable. And then seeing how we feel again that day, what we're trying to accomplish. There's a lot of things that go into that. So think real heavy when you're moving into this particular type of strength movement. As you're building into that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, even 5th set, you really shouldn't be heavier than maybe 80% of your 1 rep max. If you're trying to go that heavy on a complex with 4 lifts in it, you're kind of not getting the idea of what's happening here. We're really trying to focus on form. So every 2 minutes, 2 power snatch, 2 hang power snatch. Identify in the class if you're trying to hit your form or if you're trying to get a little bit stronger, all right? So as we move out of that, we're gonna go into the WOD where we don't really have a barbell, and most people can handle a kettlebell swing and a sit-up. So we got 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, and 3. Descending ladder of kettlebell swings and sit-ups. So on our kettlebell swings, we've got 70 and 53. This particular workout, in my opinion, should be performed unbroken with that kettlebell swing, meaning you're in a descending ladder, so as your body is becoming more and more taxed through the time domain, you should be able to complete these particular rep schemes. Because if you're doing 21 to start, you get a little rest with the sit-ups, you're gonna come back, you should be able to accomplish 18 of that 70-pound weight. And again, not to drive home on the unbroken mentality, but the idea is to keep that weight in your hands as long as humanly possible. There should not be game planning and trying to structure a situation where you're doing 777, 666, 555, 444, 333, 222, and then 3. There shouldn't be a whole lot of that. Let's lighten the load a little bit. If 53 is more in your wheelhouse, then go 53 on the male side. If 35 or 45 is more in your wheelhouse to keep these unbroken, then really think in terms of that. This is about building that stamina for the grip and getting that hip pop that we're looking for out of these weightlifting movements, the clean and the snatch. The ab mat sit up, again, we should be able to consistently move 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, unbroken without a lot of rest. The biggest deficit I typically see as a coach in the sit-ups are gonna be a lack of breaking 90, okay? So we see a lot of people that like to come up, swing their hands up towards their ankles. We wanna touch the toes. So break that 90-degree plane. You're only cheating yourself if you're not getting your chest and your hip crease all the way over that 90-degree plane. It's a complete and utter waste of time. So you're here for the betterment of your fitness, not to try and beat the clock or beat somebody else. So really get that full hip crease up. If you're butterflying, touch your toes. If you're straight-legging, touch your toes. If you have your knees up, touch your toes. Get that hip crease all the way up. You can also modify up, right? So let's just say this were 53 and 35 for a guy or girl who says that it's gonna be too easy, they're gonna go too fast. You can modify that particular workout up to a 70 or a 53. So modification doesn't just work in terms of scaling, it actually works in terms of modifying up so that you're getting the correct stimulus out of the workout when you're going through the workout. You could also go in and do GHD sit-ups if you feel like the sit-ups just aren't gonna give you enough. I don't recommend that for many people at all. It's really dependent on what you want, the modification that you're looking for. We're not saying change the programming, but if coach looks at you and thinks you can finish this workout, say sub 6 minutes, might want to think in terms of what can I do to make this a little bit more difficult and pump the brakes on me a little bit. I would propose that this particular workout time domain should be somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes. So Coach is probably going to put you somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes again on this particular workout. What I'm really looking forward to is seeing these times somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes. Love to see a lot of RXs here. I think a lot of our athletes across the broader domain of 6 gyms will be able to handle this weight. I know I'm excited about doing it. I look forward to getting my scores on the scoreboard and seeing yours out there as well.